On October 7th, 1780, a severe battle raged on the steep, craggy hillsides at Kings Mountain, South Carolina. Two armies that had been marching for weeks finally came to grips here on this isolated ridge. The battle was unique for several reasons. It pitted Americans against each other, as rebels fought Loyalists, and it marked the high tide of British occupation of the state. Surprisingly, while many historians consider the battle a turning point, there has been no effort to collect and examine eyewitness accounts from the battle. This book fills that need. While Lyman C. Draper's massive Kings Mountain and its heroes will always be the classic epic history of the battle, there are accounts to which Draper did not have access, chose not to use, used in part, or edited from the original form. It is hoped that this work will further interest in the Kings Mountain campaign and be an aid to researchers. Details of the accounts were preserved to capture the flavor of the originals. This allows us to hear the writings as the veterans told their stories, using their writing and speaking style and their expressions. This collection includes only actual accounts and pension statements by eyewitnesses or contemporaries. The various conversations and statements found in Draper's book were not included, since these were often only fragments, and without the whole dialogue, they are of little value. Many of Draper's sources were stories passed on by children, grandchildren, or others who heard them from veterans. Only accounts written by the participants themselves are included here. After the war, a controversy arose over American Commander Colonel William Campbell's actions in the battle. Several officers accused him of staying back during the fighting. Campbell, dead since 1781, could not defend himself, but several relatives and men who served with him did. A series of letters were exchanged discussing Campbell's role in the battle, and only those with specific battle details are included. Draper included many of these statements at the end of his book, yet he edited them to fit his stylistic needs. They are reproduced here in their original form in the Shelby-Campbell controversy section. A reference like this is needed to get to the true story. Many books about Kings Mountain quote participants or retell their stories, but this work is intended to present the men in their own words with no filter. The Battle of Kings Mountain lasted approximately 1 hour. Yet for those who were there, it was no doubt the most exciting hour of their lives.